Transgender Public Accommodations Bill.
So we have a deadline of 5 p.m. today for amendments. We'll be debating on Thursday, and Senator Brownsberger and I will be meeting and chatting about all of the amendments, which may or may not include a version such as was included in the House version that came out last week.
What do you have a position on that now that you've had some time to digest it? Do you have a position?
So what I understand from the people who've studied it so far is that it doesn't fundamentally undercut the purpose and the principles of the bill, but that the language may not be necessary, but it does not harm the bill if it were to be in the bill.
Did the three of you discuss the budget situation at all? And if so, Governor, can you elaborate at all on how you're going to solve for that shortfall without layoffs, rainy day funds, or 9C cuts?
Well, we're certainly not going to go to the rainy day fund. I can promise you that. But we're obviously doing we're pretty much always in a sort of review of where we are in spending, and our goal at this point is to work with the agencies, which we already started doing last week, to find out where there may in fact be opportunities to limit what would have otherwise been a total spend against the full appropriation between now and the end of the year. And our goal, I mean, keep in mind, we're talking about, I think it's less than 1/10 of 1% of the total budget. We should be able to figure out a way to get from here to there. It will certainly be, it'll be a squeeze for a bunch of people, but I think it's really important that we live within our means and we make it work.
With the year-to-year rate of growth in the revenues kind of falling well short, I think 1.9% or something, does it give any of you any pause about FY17 moving forward, that maybe you're overestimating how much is going to be available to spend?
Well, we certainly asked the folks at DOR to go back and take a look at that and see what they think about next year's revenue. So far, they haven't told us to make an adjustment next year relative to what we know. But the other thing to remember here is May and June are really big months, and while it's unfortunate from a timing point of view that we won't have access to the May and June numbers until it's too late for this year, they can help to some extent with respect to what we might do with respect to next year.
Any expectations for the special Senate race tomorrow?
I campaigned with Pat O'Connor over the weekend, and it's never a good idea to predict these things in advance because who knows what will happen. But I was really pleased with the response that he was getting. We were in Weymouth and Hingham and Hull, and he got terrific responses in all three places. And a lot of the people he was getting responses from were coming up to him and to me and saying, "I'm a Democrat, but I'm with you. I haven't voted Republican before, but I'm going to vote for you." And he has terrific support from both the local officials across that district as well as a lot of folks in organized labor, as well as just sort of a lot of small business people. I mean, a lot of the folks that he was talking to and that were coming to these events were the kind of folks that are going to show up on Tuesday, and I feel pretty good about it.
Mr. President?
Senator Boncory, candidate Boncory is solid. And Ms. Machino is a very strong candidate as well, very talented candidate, and she's working really hard.
Do you think she has a chance to win?
I would love to see her join us in the Senate.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.